Welcome to Life, Gun, Cigar, and today I'm going to do a review or a video of my project, and this is a Maverick 88, which is made by Mossberg. As you can see, it's already completed, so kind of doing backwards here rather than forwards as far as the usual project. But let me show you all the parts that I've upgraded or modified. And what I'll do is I'll splice in pictures of the firearm apart and the parts that I worked on and changed. So when I got it, it was completely non-functional. It was rusted and you couldn't literally move it to even cycle around, even if you'd wanted to, even if you thought it was safe at that point. Now, it's the bolt grip, got a hoe grip on the rear, hoe on the front, Picatinny rail with light and laser combo with a pressure switch on the side. Right. And right now I'm very happy with it. However, to get it to this point was a little bit aggravating. So let me show you the parts that I changed. To do that, I'm going to have to take this apart. So obviously the first thing I changed was the grips. So the pistol grip is what came on it. It just came a basic polymer pistol grip. I took that off. I bought the Hogue for the front and the rear. And here's the modifications I had to make to that make this work. If you're going to do the same thing with your Maverick, you're going to need to cut out this area here because the Maverick is a little bit different profile. Let me zoom in a little clearer. A little different profile than the Mossberg 500. That's the difference. There's little tiny modifications you're going to have to make later on. So I had to square this off. The receiver on the 500 is a little more squared off on the bottom portion than the Mossberg 500 it seems. So I had to modify and take areas off here and on the other side also to make that fit on. Once I did that, I just took a Dremel and then an X-Acto knife and scored it out a little bit at a time until I got it all squared away and completed. And at that point now it fits on there flush and snug. Let me show you what that looks like with it on there. So no gaps on either side. So now it looks like it began there. So it's not a huge modification, but it was a bit of a pain to make that work. The other thing I have to change if you're going to take your Maverick 88 and make it more like a Mossberg as far as the foregrip is concerned, is you're going to have to change the action tube nut and bars. All that has to be changed to put the Hogue or a different foregrip on it. Because the Maverick 88 is all one piece, the action tube and forend and bars, it's all one piece, all molded together. You can't change that without doing some modifications to the weapon. So let me take this apart, I'll show you what I mean. Sorry, it's fighting me for a second there. Now I also have a video of the disassembly of this to show what I'm doing in a little better detail. Obviously for mine I'm going to have to take off the Picatinny rail mount and such to take off the action tube assembly and screw the nut here. Bring that back halfway. And barrel comes off. I can remove that now. Light comes off. Take that out now. Action tube and assembly. And the bolt comes out and the bolt carrier. The shell elevator can come out then. Alright, so I'll have pictures of the original parts, but there's the elevator. So it's blackened on the sides. This part was metal, so I just cleaned that up. There was rust all along here, all along here. All that's been cleaned up and polished. The same with the bolt and firing pin area. So this part's all been cleaned and polished. The inside of here is all nice and polished. The outsides are polished. This is all pitted and rusty. So I took the whole thing apart to clean all of that. Now it's all nice and shiny and polished up. So every single part of this was disassembled and cleaned. I'll try to put in a video and intersplice the pictures of the original parts. This is the action tube assembly and grip they have changed. So you have to buy a 7 3/4 action tube assembly. You can find them on Brownells and Midway and such. And action tube nut for the 7 3/4. And then you can put any foregrip you want on your Maverick 88 and make it more like the Mossberg 500. Like I said, it's very similar to the Mossberg 500. The biggest difference is some of the parts are made out of the country, so that's the biggest difference in savings. So that gives you a real quick overview of what I modified and changed on mine to make it more usable, in my opinion, for my use, which is for home defense. All right. Thank you for watching.